Assalamu alaikum, this is Akif speaking from Entrepreneurial Muslim, where our mission is to help you start a business online so you can achieve financial freedom and make money so you can support your family and really make a difference, inshallah. Now, in this webinar, I'm going to talk about how to start a six-figure business online through Facebook marketing in 5 steps. What are the 5 steps to making $100,000 within 12 months? I want to talk about that, inshallah. I promise to give you my proven $100,000 Facebook marketing blueprint that's helped me reach millions of Muslims across Facebook and generate over $1 million in sales across my top legacy students, so you can start a business online, achieve freedom, divorce 9 to 5, become your own boss, inshallah. Okay? If you stay until the end, I have a big surprise. So make sure you listen to this webinar fully and you take lots of notes, because you don't want to miss this, because this could change your life. So I have a big surprise towards the end. So do stay tuned and you'll love the surprise, I promise you. Okay? Please focus, turn off everything else, put your phone on silent, turn off Facebook if you have to. Give me your undivided attention, because this needs focus. If you want to be successful, then you have to focus, inshallah. So make sure you turn off everything and give me your full attention, because I need it. And this is a conversation between just me and you. Okay? Now, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name's Akib. I'm the founder of Entrepreneurial Muslim, which is all around Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslims, so you can grow your Facebook page, build your community, and also get lots of sales to achieve financial freedom, inshallah, so you can leave 9 to 5 and become your own boss, so you can earn a halal income. Across my top legacy students, over $1 million has been generated in the last 12 months. Alhamdulillah. I've been on TV, mashallah, 6 times in the last couple of months on Living the Life TV show featured on Islam Channel. Okay? I'm actually Islam Channel's official social media commentator now as well. And just in the last 4 months, I've made over $400,000 in sales with a net profit of between 15 to 25%, mashallah. I've been blessed to reach millions of Muslims online. I've been a go-to guy for many leading Islamic brands. I've been their go-to Facebook marketing guy. I've worked with Bayna to Al Maghrib to Islam Channel to Productive Muslim. I worked with Working Muslim. I've been blessed to work with Sheikh Mohammed Al-Sharif to the Bayna page, to Mohammed Ziara, to Buna Muhammad, to Yasmin Mujahid, to Muslim Matters. I've been blessed to work with so many leading Muslim names, and I want to share some core strategies with you on how you can make money online so you can achieve financial freedom, inshallah ta'ala. Now, my mission is to help 1 million entrepreneurial Muslims start a business online within the next 10 years. The vision is to help build pioneers across every Muslim industry, because the Ummah has so much potential. We just have to unlock it. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his wife Khadija, may Allah be pleased with her, she was a successful businesswoman. Okay? Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, he was a wealthy merchant. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with entrepreneurship. We just have to change our mindset, inshallah. Now, I've done a lot of things wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of failures. But inshallah, you can learn from that and you can avoid making the same mistakes that I made. Okay? It's taken me nearly 10 years to get to this stage. It doesn't have to take you 10 years of sweat, blood, and tears. Okay? I'm going to give you a fast track. I'm going to give you a shortcut. But you have to take action and you have to be decisive, inshallah. Are you with me? Are you going to give me your full commitment? Are you open to change? Because I've done a lot of things wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes. I don't want you to waste tens and thousands of dollars experimenting, testing, because I've already done that. So you don't have to make the same mistakes. They were really painful. Ouch. Subhanallah. Now, after being online for around 10 years, I was online since 2006. There's a lot of excuses, a lot of hurdles, there's a lot of obstacles, there's a lot of excuses we have to cut off. If we want to be successful, then we have to cut off these excuses because these excuses can really mess us up. Excuse number one is I'm just too busy. If you're too busy to invest in yourself, if you're too busy to focus on your growth, if you're too busy to learn, if you're too busy to step up, if you're too busy to raise your game, it's not gonna work. You have to take time out. If you're too busy, then it's not gonna work. If you don't have time, then make time. Your akhirah depends on it. Excuse number two is I will do it later. Yeah, I can become financially free later. I'll pray my salah later, or I'll get married later. This later procrastination bug, we have to get rid of this because procrastination is a big disease. Procrastination is cancer to legacy, is cancer to freedom. We have to take action now. We have to step up now, inshallah. And then you hear Muslims go, it's too expensive, or I can't afford it, or it's too much. Now you have to invest in your education. Cheap is easy to get. If you want to get a cheap car, then just go get a Polo or go get a second-hand car. But not everyone can get a Ferrari. My mission is to help you build a Ferrari sort of brand that has prestige, that is premium. I've been able to take Entrepreneurial Muslim and turn it into a luxury brand. It's the Ferrari of Muslim entrepreneurship. If you want the best, then seek out the best. But it's not going to be cheap because sometimes if you get cheap stuff, then in the long term, it can actually be more expensive because it doesn't work out, or it's rubbish, or it's low quality. But if you get the best stuff, then you can fast track your success. So you have to change your mindset, inshallah. It's not about expense, it's about investment. And then the next obstacle that people have is, oh, I can't do it, it's too hard. The first stages of anything are going to be hard. You have to invest in your growth. You have to dive in. Don't just dip your finger in the water and go, aye, it's too cold. Actually make an effort to, take risks and make mistakes and fail fast. Then the next excuse people make is, but I don't want to fail. Grow your failure muscle. It's okay to fail. It's okay to mess up. In business, in entrepreneurship, you're going to fail. You're going to mess up. But it's how resilient are you? How much do you really want it? Look at Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How many times did he fail? How many times did people reject him? How many times was he mocked and abused? But subhanallah, he kept patient, and look at the legacy he's left. The next excuse is, but I'm not an expert. Why can I teach this, or how can I teach this? You don't have to be an expert. Look at business teachers. They're getting paid and they haven't actually set up a business. If I said to you that I've got the best business strategies from the top 10 billionaires from around the world, and I packaged it as a PDF guide, would you buy that from me? Of course you would. So you don't always have to be an expert. You're an expert of your life, your perspective. You got to think big. Start believing in yourself, inshallah. Okay? You can do research. You can research the best practices, the best strategies, inshallah. Another big excuse people make when they're first starting out is, oh, my idea's already taken. Oh, they copied me. Oh, I don't want to tell anyone else my idea. That's an amateur way of thinking. If someone else has got your idea, that's great because that means there's a demand for it. Okay, like Facebook marketing, there's a lot of mainstream experts who are teaching Facebook marketing. I've simply brought it to the Muslim space, given it that Islamic touch, that legacy focus, and I've given it my own perspective. And that's what you can do as well. As soon as you understand this one concept, it can take your success to a whole nother level. Then the next excuse people make is, what will he think of me? What will she think of me? Who cares what people think? Think about, pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't worry about what people think. Don't be a people pleaser. Be a Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleaser. Have sincere intentions to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and things will fall into place. Okay? Then the next excuse is, I need to make money as soon as possible. It's not a get rich quick scheme. If anyone out there promises you the world, promises you $1 million in like 5 days, it's probably a scam, and they're probably lying to you. Making money online is like a career. Okay, it's a journey. It'll take a couple of months for you to actually make decent money. If you're just starting out, if you have no experience, Just like driving a car, it's a skill, isn't it? You don't just, sit in the car and start driving. You got to learn the strategies, you got to make mistakes, you got to give it a focus, you got to work really hard, you got to prove yourself, and then you can start making money, inshallah. Okay, I'm just giving you the reality because a lot of people want to make money quickly, but we're not in dream world, we're in reality world. Initially, you might even lose money, you're going to make mistakes, but you have to learn how badly do you want it? How determined are you, inshallah? Okay? I discovered this the very painful way. 10 years of mistakes, losing tens and thousands of dollars, and wasting hundreds of hours. I put in so much energy, sweat, blood, and tears. But, but, I also figured the easy, fast way to get results. And I'm going to share that with you as well, okay? I want to share the painful way, which a lot of people do and they're going to try and they're going to test. And you might actually go through the painful way after listening to this webinar because you have a mindset issue and you want to stay in your comfort zone. But I want to give you the painful way, but also the fast track way. The fast track way to spend more time with your loved ones. The fast track way to make money online. The fast track way to achieve financial freedom, inshallah. So, the super painful way, are you ready? Don't invest in your entrepreneurial Muslim growth. Okay, that's step number one. You're going to be a person who's like, oh, I don't want to invest. I want to just go onto Google and I want to, just copy and paste things and learn from Mr. Broke. That's fine. If you want to learn Facebook marketing, just type in Google Facebook marketing and thousands of articles will come up. Why do people still learn from me? Why do people pay me thousands just to learn Facebook marketing from me when you can easily get it from Google? The reason people pay me is because of my perspective, because they're getting my personalized strategies, they're getting my critique. And Facebook marketing is always changing. So you want to be up to date with the latest and most innovative strategies. If you want to learn, you have to earn. You have to invest in your growth. That is really important. Step number two is don't get a mentor who can help you achieve results. Go do it yourself. Go learn from, Uncle Broke or, Mr. I'm in debt. That's what a lot of people do. Google's filled with information. If you want to make money, then it's more than information. It has to be a transformation. Do you understand? Then step number three, the super painful way, is don't take risks and go out your comfort zone. Be Mr. Comfortable your whole life. And that's the most painful way because you're not growing, you're not challenging yourself, you're not pushing yourself to the next level. Okay? That's what I did for many years. I never invested in myself. I was like, oh, that's too expensive. Why should I invest in my growth when I can just do it myself and it's going to be cheaper? But hang on a second, it's not going to be cheaper because you'll end up wasting lots of money. You'll end up taking out a lot of time. You'll end up wasting a lot of energy. So in the long term, it's not going to be cheaper. I never had a mentor. There's no one in the Muslim space teaching business or entrepreneurship. I had to kind of figure all of this out myself. And then I didn't take any risks because I was worried what my family would say. I was worried that I'm going to go broke. But subhanAllah, this is the super painful way. And you can tell by how passionate I am because I want to help and serve you. Okay? Now, do you want the easy way that can help you achieve freedom and divorce 9 to 5? I want to give you the super easy way. But you have to take action and you have to be open to change. Inshallah. Now, I've been blessed that I've been the Facebook marketing go-to guy for many leading Islamic brands. I've been the Ferrari of Facebook marketing, the Lamborghini of Facebook marketing in the Muslim space. Okay, I've been one of the highest paid Muslim Facebook marketer in the world. I've got to work with Islam 21C, Al Maghrib, Peter Gold. I've got to work with Ramadan Legacy. I've got to work with Productive Muslim. I've got to work with multi-million-dollar brands like Amazing.com. I've got to work with Islam Channel, being on TV 6 times. Alhamdulillah. Got to work with Baba Ali. Got to work with Bayna. I was working on Numan Ali Khan's page. Got to work with Sheikh Mohammed al-Sharif. Got to work with Fosis. Now, most of these I worked within a Facebook marketing capacity. So most of these organizations and brands I worked with within a Facebook marketing capacity. But I'm just going to be open. When I worked with Fosis, I spoke at their conference, at their workshop there. That wasn't within a Facebook marketing capacity. And Muslim Community Fund, the charity, That was some Facebook marketing, but it was more fundraising. But I've got to work with many Muslim brands, and 95% of the time it was within a Facebook marketing capacity, alhamdulillah, and they achieved great results, which I want to share with you on how you can achieve good results as well. Now, results are not typical. You're going to see me talk about a lot of big numbers. I want to show you case studies of how my students have achieved great results. Now, the average Muslim will make excuses and lose money because of their negative mindset, getting poor results. Life will simply just get in the way. Results come from hard work and passion. If you're a newbie, if you're just starting out, it's going to take you a couple of months to learn the foundation, to make mistakes, to grow. But you have to be committed. You have to follow a system. And I'm going to give you the system, okay? The word system stands for save, yourself, stress, time, energy, money. Did you know that? I'm going to give you a proven fast track system to help you get results. But what I'm going to teach you, it's not a quick money pill or overnight money success scheme. It's not a scam and it's not a lie promising you millions. A believer cannot be a liar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always keep us truthful. And I want to be completely transparent, honest and sincere with you, because that's where the blessing is, inshallah. Okay? Now, the 5 steps to making money through Facebook marketing. Here, I'm going to introduce the Paradise Path money system. Okay? This has helped me reach millions of Muslims across Facebook. I did a campaign where I reached 17 million Facebook post views. I've invested over $100,000 within 45 days on Facebook marketing. Can you believe that? That's like £65,000. And I got a good return on that, subhanallah. I want to teach you my 5-step system that across my top legacy students, it's made over $1 million, over £600,000 in the last 12 months. Tell me if anyone else is teaching this in the Muslim space. Who else in the Muslim space has this track record? Who else in the Muslim space teaches this on a strategic, innovative and Islamic level? No one, subhanallah. So inshallah, you're going to get cutting edge premium training through this webinar, and I really hope you take action and go beyond the webinar as well. Okay, so step 1 is passion discovery. What is your passion? What are you passionate about? What are you good at? What sort of story do you have? So for me, it was around Facebook marketing, because Facebook has over 1 billion users. Okay, Facebook has over 100 billion video views a month. Over 500 million minutes are spent on Facebook every single month. Over 600 million mobile users are on Facebook every single month. Okay, did you know back in August 2015, in one day, there were actually 1 billion people logged on to Facebook. So Facebook's this multi-billion-dollar beast, which you can tap into and you have to tap into, which is why I really push Facebook marketing. What are you passionate about? What story can you tell? What are you good at? Do a brainstorm, look at Amazon, look at Google, and do some research. And we're going to talk more about step number 1 in a second. Step number 2 is persuasion power. How can you persuade and influence people? How can you tell your story? How does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell stories? What's your struggle? What's been your biggest achievement, subhanallah? Step number 3 is product development. We're going to mainly focus on information products. I'm not going to go near Amazon because my main experience is with information products. Did you know that the information education industry is worth over $1 billion, not a billion, sorry, over $100 billion online? That's $100 billion. Okay, and you can tap into that just in the Muslim space. It's a multi-million-dollar industry. Can you believe that? So by information products, I mean like ebook, I mean like PDF, I mean like offline, hard copy book, I mean Kindle. I mean something where you can take your information, you can take your expertise, your passion, and package it inside like a product, like an ebook, and you can position it in a way where you're making money from it and it's instant download. It's not like Amazon where you have to there's shipping and then there's like private labeling, and it can become quite time consuming, and then you have to invest in stock, and this is a cost effective, quick and easy way. on how you can like do a webinar, to you can do an app, or you can do an online course, or you can do a Facebook mastermind group. So information products are really powerful, and that's what we're going to mainly focus on, inshallah. Then platform impact, how you can leverage Facebook. Facebook marketing is one of the best skills to learn. We're going to talk more about that. We'll talk about email marketing. Did you know that over 60% of people online, they check their emails like every day? You know, millions of emails are being sent out and read every day. Okay, so email marketing is really powerful. And then step number 5 is profit potential. How do you actually make money? How have my students made tens and thousands of dollars, you know, through Facebook marketing? How do you make your first sale? How do you make your first $1,000? Okay, we're gonna talk about that, inshallah. So step number 1 is passion discovery. You know, I'm teaching you a powerful system here. These 5 steps are extremely powerful. Okay, you know, I've spent, you know, around 2 years developing and refining and polishing up the system, but it took me over 5 years to discover this system and to bring it to the Muslim space. And subhanAllah, I've gone through a lot of headache. So I'm going to give you this fast track, simple 5 steps, but you have to take action. So step number 1 is passion discovery. What are you really passionate about? Now, I went from being an Islamic poet to, you know, a multi six-figure entrepreneurial Muslim. When I first started out back in 2006, I was a bit lost and confused. I wasn't quite sure what my passion is. I wasn't quite sure, you know, what I wanted to do, what legacy I wanted to leave behind. There wasn't anyone in the Muslim space teaching entrepreneurship or business or legacy building. So I used to be a poet, and it was quite cool. You know, I used to write poetry, and I was featured in the newspaper like, you know, 7 times in like 8 months. But then I thought poetry is not for me. Then I went into personal development. I ran an organization called I1 Legacy, and subhanallah, it really pioneered personal development in the Muslim space. But then like fame and money got to my head, and yeah, I was quite young at the time, and can I just be really open and real with you? Like, I just want to be really honest. You know, if I constantly talk about my success stories and the money I've made and the people I've reached, then you're not going to relate to that. But if I be honest and open and just share my shortcomings and mistakes, then that's how we build a relationship, and you know, that's more honest and transparent, right? So I had this organization called I1 Legacy, had teams across like 20 countries, and I just couldn't sustain it. I couldn't balance, you know, running a successful organization and having lots of brothers and sisters around me. And yeah, the fame kind of did get to my head a little bit. Like, I was 21, 22 at the time, and all the praise I was getting, it was like, oh my God, it was such a big fitna for me, and had to get away from that, and had to focus on my deen and focus on my family. My health was going down, but I did amazing, mashallah. We had a shahada, even, you know, through our online conference, where I launched and organized a 50 speaker online conference, which I'm sure you probably heard of. And if you haven't, then you've probably been under a rock, or, you know, I don't know where you've been, subhanAllah. So I went from poetry to, you know, personal development. I kind of went to marketing. And now for the next 10 years, my strict focus will be, you know, Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslim. So what I'm trying to say is your first idea is not going to be your last idea. Okay, the key is taking action, and the key is getting started. Okay, get started, brainstorm like, you know, 5, 10 ideas, and yeah, they might flop, they might fail, but as long as you're taking action, as long as you're, you know, learning, then that's what counts, right? Then step number 2 is persuasion power. How do you persuade and influence? You have to use empathy. Now, I read a book on persuasion like, you know, years ago when I was like 18, 19. I was a bit lost and confused back then. You know, I was introverted. I was a bit like a sheep. But I read this book on persuasion. It was like an award-winning book. And the guy said this equation. It was like a maths equation. It was like empathy plus practical advice equals influence. If you ever want to influence and persuade people, then tell stories and use empathy. Talk about your mess ups, talk about your mistakes, talk about when you lost money, talk about when you got rejected. Be open and sincere, and people can relate to that. And then give practical advice on, bang, this is what you have to do. Okay, here's step number 1, here's step number 2. That's how persuasion begins. Okay? So yeah, I was shy, nervous, introverted like a sheep, and I wanted a way out. I wanted a strategy. I wanted a breakthrough. I wanted a change. So I started to read these books around personal development. I actually bought a book on confidence because I was so insecure about myself, but I wanted to get started. So yes, I got started, and mashallah, getting started was like the best thing I did. I've been online since 2006, back when I was like, what was it, 17. And yeah, I was on Islamic forums, I was doing poetry and writing, got loads of rejections because no one wanted to publish my book because I could write, but I couldn't do marketing. Did you know that 80-90% of your success in business, in poetry, in writing, in anything career related, anything entrepreneurship related, is going to be down to the marketing. If you can position yourself as an expert, then it's the marketing that's going to really push you forward. Then the next step is product development. Create like a PDF. Open up a Word document, create 3 steps on how to lose weight the Islamic way, or 3 steps on how to bulk up and put muscle on your arms, or 3 steps on how to be a Muslim business coach, or 3 steps on how to be a teacher for children. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you want to solve out there, create a product around it. Do your research on Google and just get it out there. Get it out there. Create like a Facebook group, do a survey, phone your friends, phone your family, phone your pets, like literally phone whoever you can, and like do some research. And inshallah, yeah, it can help you out. You can create a PDF guide, you can create a webinar, use Instant Teleseminar or like Webinar Jam, do some audio recording. The growth comes when you're out of your comfort zone. Do you understand? You have to go out of your comfort zone, inshallah. You can create a online course, whatever you want to do, just get it out there. Do the best research you can through Google. Learn the best practices. That's what I did. I was like, I'm not an expert in Facebook marketing. What have I done? Hey, but hey, Amy Portfield is an expert. Oh, Brian Moran, he's an expert. So let me like study their courses, let me learn, and let me just share their best practices. Pick one thing and go deep, inshallah. Do you understand? And at Legacypreneur University, which is my flagship program, that's mashallah, hundreds of students from around the world, they've gone through that program, mashallah. And it's taken me like 15 months and hundreds of hours to produce and develop. Wanted to make it cutting edge. I even went into a video studio near my house and paid them like, in total like hundreds to thousands of dollars just to get these videos produced. And it's a top video production company. I said about, quality and premium, that if I just went to a cheapo, like, a cheap video studio, which I actually did before, but it's actually more expensive long term because then your stuff looks rubbish and it's wasting your time, and it's a lot of headache. So I went to this premium video production company, which by Allah's plan is actually near my house. These guys have worked with like Nike and Adidas to Apple to top mainstream companies. So Legacypreneur University is my flagship program. Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslims. It's like the Ferrari, the Lamborghini of the Muslim space. Yeah, it took me ages to produce. I was surveying people, people were getting these results. I've got so many case studies from aunties to, 14-year-old students getting results from my program. Alhamdulillah. I live and breathe, the success of my students because they're going to be my biggest legacy. So you can create a simple product and you can get it out there. You can start with a PDF guide, go onto Google and, type in Word doc to PDF converter. Simple, easy, and it's free. Get it out there. You can use Dropbox to upload your PDF. It's really simple ideas which I can help you with, inshallah. Platform impact. Facebook marketing is hot. Facebook marketing is like the best skill to learn, or one of the best skills to learn. With Facebook's, massive growth, with Facebook's massive, leverage and user base, millions of Muslims are using Facebook like every single day. Okay? If millions of Muslims are using Facebook every day, then why don't you leverage off that? Why don't you take advantage of that and raise your game and be on Facebook? Okay, Facebook's like a knife. You can use a knife to kill someone, or you can use a knife to spread jam on bread. It's how you use it that really counts. I said that on Islam channel on Living the Life show, and they were like, "Wow, Akib, you're amazing. Come back again." It was amazing. Subhanallah. I was saying all these lines like Facebook's like a knife, and it's a resource. How resourceful are you? Be resourceful and get your message out there. So when I say platform, I mean Facebook and email marketing. Now, I did a conference like a couple of years ago. It was a 50 speaker online Muslim conference. And mashallah, I've been blessed to organize and launch some of the world's largest Muslim events online. And I won't go into it in too much detail, but this random guy out of nowhere just came on like Facebook comments, and it was like, Akib, I want to say my Shahada. And he had seen the Facebook promotion, and he came on the conference, and in front of everyone he said La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And do you know what he said? He was like, for the first time in my life I found peace. I'm like 49 years old. I've been mocked and abused. I've been tortured for being myself. I've been mocked, but finally found peace. That's the power of Facebook marketing. That's the power of getting your message out there. It can change people's lives. Now, profit potential, it's all about return on investment. It's all about results. Okay, I spent so many years dead broke. I was reaching millions of Muslims online, had a good presence online, had a really good reputation online, but I was broke. Okay, the core focus has to be on one thing. Focus on one thing. Focus on one income stream initially. Make money from that, and then you can, inshallah, open up more income streams. I'm giving you golden nuggets here, which I wish I had these golden nuggets back when I started, and it wouldn't have taken me 10 years to get to this stage. It would have taken me like a couple of months. Okay? So profit potential. I'll tell you a story. Basically, when I first started out a couple of years ago, this guy had seen my marketing stuff online, and he came to Milton Keynes. He came all the way from Birmingham, which is like 1 hour, 1.5 hours away, and he wanted me to help him with some Facebook marketing stuff. And this is about perception. If people have a good perception of you, then they'll pay you whatever you want. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, pay me £50, that's fine. He was like, I'll pay you £400 if you can help me. I was like, wow, yeah, give me £400. Here's my bank details. Okay, so you have to believe, you're worth it. You're listening to this webinar, so it tells me you're open to change, inshallah. So think big, think outside the box. Believe in yourself. Okay. Now imagine if in 12 months you made $100,000. Like I said, it took me like 5-6 years. I literally went from making £1,500 monthly, $2,500 monthly, to within I went from, let me say this properly, I went from making low money every single month, and then 3 months later, I was getting commission for $50,000. And then all of a sudden, a few months later, within 3 to 4 months, I made $250,000 in 10 days, and that's like, when it comes to Facebook marketing, it's all about exponential growth. It's all around 10xing your results. It doesn't have to take you years, but you have to be committed and you have to be focused. Now, I'm going to give you some case studies because I believe it's all about case studies and results. So in the last, between October 2015 to January 2016, within 4 months, I've been able to make like $400,000 in sales. So like over £200,000 in sales with a net profit of between 15 and 25%. And I'm sharing my case study because you want to learn from someone who's made the mistakes. You want to learn from someone who's achieved the results you want to achieve. I've been blessed to manage and lead multi six-figure Muslim campaigns online, and I want to teach you the strategies behind that as well. Okay, been blessed to reach millions of Muslims across Facebook. Got to work with leading Muslim names. But you know what my biggest achievement is? It's the dua of my parents. Getting your parents' dua is so powerful. Baina, got to work with Baina back in, I think it was 2015, back in January, using my Facebook marketing strategies, they attracted hundreds of paid Bainer TV subscribers. Okay, here's a testimonial from Arun. He's a former VP of Bainer. Within 3 months, they generated over $30,000. They got a really good return on their investment, and I don't have to read out the testimonial, but Arun was like, I'm very proficient at Facebook marketing. I got to work on Numan Ali Khan's Facebook page, and I was able to accelerate their Facebook marketing paid efforts. Basically, I was driving Facebook ads, Western audience. It was around $1 per email sign up. I was driving clicks onto the video sign up page for Bainer TV, and then through email, it was like an email series taking people to free valuable content around Bainer TV, learning Arabic and the Quran. And then on like the 5th day, Numan Ali Khan was like, sign up to Bainer TV. So it's like a 5-day email sequence, and it was really well executed, mashallah. Okay, so got to work with Bainer. There's one case study. Brother Abdullah, he's 17. He's made nearly $40,000 in sales within 30 days. He's Hafiz Quran. He's one of my top legacy students as well. And yeah, he's very humble, down to earth, and may Allah bless him and preserve him. It always makes me smile when I see young brothers and sisters achieving amazing results. He works hard, and he was like, my mentoring empowered him to think bigger and gave him the motivation to go and, think outside the box. So that's one case study there. Okay, Dawah Man, Imran Mansoor Khan's been one of my top legacy students. We did Smash Your Exams online course. We did the launch for that, and within 7 days we made around like $20,000 in sales, attracting hundreds of students. He's grown a Facebook community of over 100,000 followers by working hard. He was actually one of my first legacy students, and I'm proud of what he's achieved. Mohammed Gaidan, the founder of DeenFit's been one of my top legacy students. Using my proven system, he was able to attract $6,000 in sales within 25 days. He hit just under $3,000 in sales within 24 hours. The founder of DeenFit, he's gonna mashallah become, one of the go-to people for Islamic fitness. So look out for him, and his clients are achieving great results as well. I make dua that he can pioneer the Muslim fitness space, and I hope that you can pioneer your passion as well. Sister Hala Banani, like Bainer was a client, okay? Abdullah was a student, Dawah Man, he's been one of my legacy students. Mohammed Gaidan has been one of my legacy students. Hala Banani has been a client. She made around $15,000 in sales within a few days. Using the Facebook strategy that I provide, driving people from a Facebook ad to an email sign-up page, giving like a lead magnet, a freebie. It could be a PDF guide, it could be a webinar, it could be a webinar replay, and then through email, you actually do a launch for an online program. Using my Facebook strategy, she grew her community by over 50,000 followers within a few weeks, attracting over 5,000 Muslim email readers, mashallah. So she's achieved great results. Zakida B, one of my legacy students, she attracted around $1,000 in sales within her first 7 days. Okay, she's a hardworking sister, fed up of waking up 3 o'clock daily for the past 4 years. She has to travel for like 2 hours just to get to her workplace. She started a halal candy brand. I can make dua for her. Okay, she wants to become her own boss. Ismail, he became a best-selling author through my Facebook marketing strategies, getting around 500% return on investment. He said to me that I think he invested like $100 in Facebook ads, and he made back like $400 back. Okay, now he's looking to scale that up. He invested I think like $1, or was it $5, sorry, and he made back $25. Okay, so there's a good return there of 4x to 5x. Mashallah. And through my Facebook marketing strategies, he was able to get more exposure, and he became a best-selling author as well. He ran a video post, and with a small investment using Facebook ads, using my targeting strategy, he achieved a really good return on that. Okay, and he's been a student, mashallah, may Allah bless him. Now, for the next 10 minutes, is a big announcement. Door to your financial freedom opens. Big announcement, okay? Are you ready for this? Because this could potentially change your life, inshallah. So for the next 10 minutes roughly, I'm going to talk about this opportunity you have to take your learning and your growth much, much deeper, but you have to be serious and you have to be committed, inshallah. Okay, so the big announcement is I'm releasing Legacypreneur University, the 5-week Facebook marketing program for entrepreneurial Muslims, the Ferrari, the Lamborghini of Facebook marketing, of Muslim entrepreneurship, so you can take your passion and turn it into a full-time profession so you can earn a halal income, so you can achieve financial freedom, so you can join the hundreds of legacy students who have taken this program and seeing great results, alhamdulillah. Make sure you look out for my email on when Legacypreneur University launches. Keep an eye on your email. Make sure you do not miss, okay? It's going to cover 5 modules. Module number 1 is passion discovery. How do you build a 6-figure profitable business idea in the Muslim space? How do you build an idea that's disruptive, that's revolutionary, that completely changes the game? I want to give you strategies behind that, inshallah. Module number 2 is persuasion power. How was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam the most influential man to ever walk this earth? How do billionaires and millionaires influence? It's through the power of storytelling. How does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell stories in the Quran? Okay? What is it about this curiosity thing? Or suspense, or keeping people hooked so they keep coming back for more episodes? How do TV shows, how do Hollywood and Bollywood keep people hooked? It's all around curiosity, and I want to teach you how to do that, inshallah. There's this one thing you need to know, and it's so powerful. This one thing is profound and it can change your life. Without this one thing, you're not gonna enter Jannah. It's that powerful. This one thing is so important because with this one thing that begins with I, it's the foundation of our success in Deen and also in this life as well. Do you see what I've just done? I've created curiosity. I've built up your desire to find out what this one thing is. It begins with I. Shall I tell you what it is? Okay, it's the intention. But do you see what I did there? I got you hungry, I got you curious. And I want to teach you exactly how you can do that as well, using storytelling, inshallah. Module number 3 is product development. How do you create your first info product? Like I mentioned, the information education industry is worth over $100 billion online. Just in the Muslim space alone, it's a multi-million-dollar industry. Okay? People are selling educational products all the time. How do you create your PDF guide? How do you get it out there? Okay, what do you actually write in your PDF? What about an app? Or what about a Facebook mastermind group or a Facebook community? Or what about an online program? What tools to use? What resources to use? Okay, what about a webinar? What's the psychology behind persuading people on a webinar? I talk about that in module number 3, product development. Module number 4 is platform impact. How do you leverage off this multi-billion-dollar monster called Facebook? It's not a monster, it's a panda more like, because it's a really powerful platform. You know, over 1.4 billion users are on Facebook. Did you know that Facebook every month gets over 500 million minutes are spent? Okay. Did you know that there's over 600 million mobile users on Facebook? Okay. You may have already heard this, but I'm just emphasizing the importance of Facebook. What about email? Why is email so powerful? We check our emails every single day, right? So what makes email marketing so powerful? How can you take the psychology of storytelling and put it into email marketing? I cover that in platform impact. This whole program is in video format. You also get PDF notes per module. You can download the notes anytime. You can watch the videos anytime. It's all pre-recorded. And in terms of time, give it a couple of hours a week and that's fine. But it's not for everyone. It's only for a small number of people. I don't want billions and millions of people joining this program because it's a high level program for newbies, for people who are just starting out. It's mainly for newbies, but if you already have a business, then you can still benefit from the Facebook marketing strategies and insights. And I'm constantly adding advanced modules, advanced insights, inshallah, so it can benefit the entrepreneurial Muslim. If you're an A player, if you're a go-getter, if you're someone who's willing to take risks, if you're someone to jump outside your box, if you're someone who wants to take your life to that whole nother level, then Legacypreneur University is for you. It's not for someone who makes excuses. It's not for someone who moans and complains. It's not for someone who goes, oh, it's too expensive. I don't want to invest in my growth. I want to procrastinate. Let me think about it. Let me get back to you later. It's not for that sort of person, okay? This is for A players. This is for risk takers. This is for the next generation of pioneers who are going to step up and really make a difference, inshallah. So module number 5 is profit potential. It's all about cash. Cash is king. It's not just about making sales. It's about what's in your pocket. So you talk about money management strategies. We talk about how you make sales. How do you make your first sale? What payment tool to use? How do you make your first 10 sales? How do you make your first $10,000 in sales? What's the mindset required to make $10,000 to $100,000? Okay, I talk about that in module number 5. So look out by email. I will email you as soon as, inshallah, Legacypreneur University, it launches. Okay, don't miss out, because this is that train, that window of opportunity, which is not going to be around forever, inshallah. You have to jump on the train before it goes, inshallah. When the race starts, make sure you're running the race. When there's a wave in the ocean, the wave is not going to be there forever. You have to jump on the wave. You have to ride the opportunity, and you have to take action, inshallah. So I'm really excited. Look out for my email. I will message you as soon as this releases, okay? Then make sure you jump on it, inshallah. So what I want you to do now is take action. Just click below to join the Entrepreneurial Muslim Family Facebook group. I've personally invested around $60,000, £40,000 roughly, in building this group. Can you believe it? Who would spend £40,000, $60,000 in just a Facebook group? That's crazy, isn't it? But it's all about building a community of like-minded people. This is like a forum of A players, of entrepreneurial Muslims, mainly across UK, US and Canada, and also Australia, but then also a little bit of Saudi, okay, and then Dubai or UAE. That's a high caliber of entrepreneurial Muslims. It's got, mashallah, thousands of entrepreneurial Muslims inside the group, and it's very active every single day. It's one of the most active, Muslim groups on Facebook. It's the largest business group for Muslims, I'd argue, in the world. I haven't seen any other Facebook community or online platform for entrepreneurial Muslims that has thousands of people in there. Okay, so make sure you click below to join. It's completely free, and inshallah you can keep up to date with business tips to when Legacypreneur University is going to launch. I'll be sharing gems in there. I'll be sharing strategies. You can form partnerships, you can network in there. Just from this one Facebook group, I've been able to make $100,000, £60,000 in sales, because there's all sorts of launch strategies, there's all sorts of techniques and tools I'm using inside the Facebook group to make money, to leverage, to form partnerships, inshallah. Okay, so make sure you join this Facebook group. It's on Facebook. It's a private Facebook group, so all you have to do is join the group, okay, and then I'll accept it, inshallah. Introduce yourself. What are you excited about the most? Okay, what are you excited about Legacy University? Why do you want to join Legacypreneur University? What motivates you? What drives you? Okay, so just click below to join, inshallah. Just click below, click on the button below, and take action. Okay, you're not going to get another opportunity to join this ecosystem, to join this sort of Facebook community, this sort of environment. You have to be around people who are just like you. Okay, we got Muslim millionaires in this group. We got people making 6 figures who are part of this group. We got people just starting out. We got people of all ages, from 14-year-old, entrepreneurs right up to, over 50-year-old entrepreneurs. So you'll fit right in, whether you're a student, whether you're a Muslim professional, whether you're an auntie, whether you're a stay-at-home mum. And you can tell I'm really excited about this. Alhamdulillah. Gives me a lot of energy and drive. So just click below to join, and I'll see you inside the Facebook group. You can send me a private message and I'll get back to you as well. Okay, so click below to join and I'll speak to you soon. Assalamu alaikum.